All right, everybody. I do appreciate both of y'all being here. PJ's in the house all the way over in Thailand, and so is Laza. He's over in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Tonight is a little special thing that I want to do. I don't know. I got home late. I had to stop by the store. Uh, Still working on trying to get on Instagram. I've got the information right here. Got a whole packet full of stuff to try to follow to get on Instagram. Unfortunately, with I'm also on TikTok, but I can't see comments. I don't know if TikTok can even do comments. But anyway, um, Lazo says good day to PJ. Um, anyway, um, this is one of the things I wanted to talk about. Hold on, I got to turn my ears down. They're tweaking in my ears. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Anyway, y'all know how I am, and I've got the overlay on the screen so everybody can see. Um, I just took it off. The thing is I always tell everybody out there, treat everybody the way you'll be treated, and you may be going through something bad or what you think's bad at the moment or whatever. I came across a young lady uh a month or so ago. I saw one of her posts on either Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, or she's all over the place. I haven't had time to get the graphics and the picture and all the different things up. Um, it's one of them things. This is going to be a fairly short show tonight. I am in the process of trying to get her on the show as a guest. Um, she's going through some things right now with her surgeons and different things that have retired or quit or whatever. People that you trust basically with your life. And this is going to get more in depth. Hopefully next week, or when I am able, or I should say when she is able to be on, I will try to figure everything out. The one issue that I have is the program that I use, which is Restream, does not have captions. Now, I can go to Instagram and I can set captions up. I can go to YouTube and set captions up. I can go to TikTok and set captions up where, as I'm speaking, it comes across the bottom of the screen. However, if I'm not sure how this is going to work, um, she is deaf. That is part of the issue that I am having. I've sent her messages on several different apps and things that she is on. Of course, like I said, right now she is going through some things with her surgeons and different things, and we're fixing to get into all that here in just a few minutes. I have not really done any major research on her. I've just watched a few reels or videos or whatever she has on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or what she's on a whole bunch of stuff. LinkedIn, which I have a LinkedIn account, but I haven't accessed it in years. But anyway, it's one of them things where she is a very very special lady, um, and I get inspiration from her. You know, y'all out there know that my wife Vicky has cancer, um, and it is tough. It really is tough. Um, like I said, this is all live, guys. I'm sort of lost for words because I get wrapped up in everything. Um, and we're going to get to McKinnon here in just a second. Um, with Vicky, those of you that have been watching for the last year and a half, whatever it is I've been on, um, she has cancer. It's metastatic or metastatic or however you pronunciate it. There is no cure. Um, and that's understandable. I mean, there's diseases and people die from COVID and pneumonia and Lord knows what else. When it's your time to go, it's your time. That's the bottom line. Um, it's still tough. 8 years ago or so, maybe a little longer than that. I'm gonna say 8 years. She had a kidney removed. It was full of cancer. They think some of it may have gotten into her bloodstream, which was understandable. But she recovered about 2.5 years ago, something like that. She had, well, let me back up. Since her kidney thing, they done scans and stuff and saw a spot in her back, and it was real minute and small. So they didn't take, you know, any precautions, anything they was worried about or anything like that. So as time went on, it got worse and worse, and she was complaining about her back. So they did another scan. This was 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. And it had grown a ungodly amount, obviously. Her numbers and all of her different chemicals and stuff that they check in your body were like totally out of whack. What several of them were on spot, but most of them were either off the charts or below the charts. Either way, it didn't make any difference. So they sent her to a spinal surgeon, and this is something that sort of all ties into everything. Um, her oncologist didn't know what to expect. Long story short, she had spinal surgery. She had a tumor in her L5, I think it is. It's about a little bit below middle ways of your back, or something like that. T5 or something. I can't remember exactly. Um, and they knew going in, looking at the scans and different things that they done, that they was not able to get all of it. Um, at that time, and this also plays back into McKinnon, the lady I'm going to talk about here in just a few minutes. Um, Sorry, guys. Um, for her to go in and have surgery, knowing that they could not get all of it, um, but they tried. Mm. Anyway, she had treatments and immunotherapy and radiation, or not radiation, but chemotherapy and all the different things. Sick. I mean, literally sick. I don't even know how to explain. At that same time, when she had her back surgery, um, she also had two steel rods put in her spine, or along her spine, that are screwed into her spine, basically. Um, One of her discs was three-quarters gone. Um, she had coughed or was getting sick from the treatments and actually broke her back. Um, Again, it it's amazing. But it's just some of the things that we go through in life. And that's what tonight's show pretty much is all about. Um, it is one of them things where the only thing you can do is look up and pray. Right now, she is able to get up and move around. She's able to do things and go to the store and maybe go on vacation. She stays in a motel room most of the time. She don't go out and actually fish. She don't do a whole lot of walking. But she is able to do a little bit around the house, not much. And the least little thing wears her out. So She had stopped her treatments because she was so sick and losing so much weight. I think now she is down somewhere around 185, um, somewhere along that area. A lot of people don't understand. My dad passed away from pulmonary fibrosis, and he weighed over 300 pounds when he got throat cancer. And they cut him from one side all the way. I mean, they butchered him pretty much. Um, he went from 300 pounds down under 200 pounds. And, me and my brother and brothers and family and everybody always used to stay on his ass about how much he eat. And like, Daddy, he would make steaks or baked potatoes and salad and or spaghetti or whatever. He didn't make small amounts. He made pots. And he would eat, and if you didn't eat everything, well, here, let me have it. And he would scrape it over and he'd still eat it. Um, thank God he was fat. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but at least he had weight on him. Um, I don't remember him ever doing chemotherapy or anything like that. He may have done radiation, I think. I know for a fact he'd done radiation because it burnt his taste buds and stuff and saliva glands. Anytime he had something to eat, he had water with him constantly. If he was eating some chips or something, he'd take a chip and he'd have to swallow water. He carried around a jug of water. Um, it was one of them things where cancer is not inevitable. Every disease that is out there is already in our bodies. It's just not active. For some people, it becomes active, no matter if it's cancer or pneumonia or flu or whatever it is. It depends on your immune system. Um, a lot of things happen for a reason. Sometimes God has a bigger plan for you. Um, Same thing like with McKinnon, like the lady I'm fixing to talk about here in just a few minutes. Um, it is absolutely amazing. I am dumbfounded. Of course, I know behind the scenes, when she's not broadcasting or doing videos or whatever, um, it is amazing. Um, I, I, I pray for her, I really do. Um, so I sort of come from the same scenario, I guess, or situation maybe. I sent her messages earlier on, I think on Facebook, and it may have been Instagram. Hell, I can't remember it, or YouTube or something. I can't remember. She's on a whole lot of stuff. Um, but she is an inspiration, and I find strength in that. Some of the smallest things in the world that mean so much to me. For those of you that do follow Wayne's World or Greg Wayne on Facebook, I post like sunsets or sunrises or the moon or whatever that I find pretty. Same thing like with the snow pictures or whatever, here last week, or week before last, whenever it was. Um, it's things that are peaceful. It is my way of sitting there looking at the sunrise or looking out at the yard that's all beautiful and white. The air is real crisp. I can breathe. It's one of them things where I enjoy what I do. Even though I'm going through a hard time, not going nowhere near as hard as my wife or McKinnon. And we're fixing to get into her in just a second. Um, so I always tell everybody out there, treat somebody, if somebody's ugly to you or whatever, just smile at them, tell them have a nice day or whatever, and don't let it ruin your mood. You don't know what the other person may be going through. With this, of course, PJ and Laza over in Australia and PJ in Thailand, y'all know, y'all been following me for a while, and I do appreciate it. I am now on TikTok. I have my Instagram page over here, but I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and close that because I don't know why. um, but it's one of them things where you don't know what the other person's going through. So don't let it ruin your mood, and don't be an ass back toward them because that's just going to cause a conflict. And then you're going to go home, and you're going to talk to your spouse or your husband or your wife or whatever the case may be, your significant other, to be politically correct. Um, so from that standpoint, um, you don't want to take it out on your loved one because somebody else pissed you off or made you in a bad mood or whatever. So don't live life that way. Like I said, usually at the end of my podcast and stuff, I always say, treat everybody the way you want to be treated. And even if somebody's being ugly, be nice. So, with this being said, um, I am I don't have the graphics and I don't have all of her addresses and everything. Very, very beautiful lady. We are fixing to talk about McKinnon. And this is something I can bring up. Hang on, let me open up another tab and open up, let's just say Facebook, for instance. Open up my Facebook and I'm going to look in my friends as soon as I can find it. Oh, there she is. Um, this is, oh, pause, damn it. It won't pause. Anyway, let me click on the link. I don't know how to actually get to her page where I can give you all the information. A lot of times on social media out there, guys, you have people that copy the picture and the name and all that kind of stuff, and it's a fake account. Anything that you follow, make sure they have a lot of followers. That way, you know it's for real, it's legit. Matter of fact, one of her accounts, I don't remember if it was YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or which one it was. When I searched for her name, um, there was like two or three other different accounts. One had like 3,000 people following or 3,000 likes. It had like 25,000 people following her. That is the real account. Same thing like with Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever. She's on a whole bunch of stuff. So, very, very inspirational lady. Um, like I said, she is deaf. And there's a long story in behind all of that. Matter of fact, I just now got her email, and I really need to. I would love to have her on right now, but unfortunately, I can't. Um, but anyway, the thing is, Liza makes a comment. He says, "I got sick of fake accounts on Facebook." Yeah, well, me too. Um, unfortunately, I can't broadcast on Facebook right now. I wished I could. Um, she is a survivor so far. She has had four brain surgeries. Um, she is deaf. If I'm not mistaken, this started in her childhood. Um, I wished I could do more. She has partial paralysis on her right side of her face. Let me go back to post. Anyway, her name is McKinnon Galloway. She is on a lot of social media out there, guys. She's on LinkedIn. She's on YouTube. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. She's on there's a whole list. I wish I could find the site again because I can't. I don't know where it's all at. Um, but her name is McKinnon Galloway. McKinnon. Last name Galloway. Galloway. Way. If you get the chance out there, guys, look her up. She's like I said, she's all over the place. This lady has had a really, really rough time. Very inspirational. Um, I just watched a video today, matter of fact, and it made me send her a message. I send her on two or three of the apps that I'm on. And so far, she hasn't checked it. Of course, she is upset right now about her neurologist, which is a brain surgeon, um, that is retiring. And then the other brain surgeon she has is no longer with that practice or whatever. He's moving on, or she is, whatever. Um, what started all this? Um, I am going to somewhat be political, but I'm not political. It is about the way things are today in the world. Um, Not only does this lady have the pest attitude, she also is deaf and she teaches sign language. Um, she does videos on a regular basis. Um, I have been watching and learning sign language, not for her, but just something I want to learn. I used to know a long time ago when I was a teenager, uh, 40 something years ago. I used to know how to do the alphabet with my hand and, my strong hand, so to speak. And then you got your support hand. She explains all that too. But she teaches different things. And what got me interested in all this, just same thing like I've told PJ and I've told Laza, I try to research different things from different cultures in different parts of the world and understand what they do and so somewhat try to pick up little bits here and there. So I'm sort of a well-rounded person. Um, and sign language was one of the things that I did. Little redneck bar that I worked in, there was a guy that cleaned the bar and he was deaf and he signed or he would have to sit down and write on a piece of paper, if he had a question or wanted to make a comment, whatever. And I asked him one time, I said, "How do you say thank you?" And he said, like this. I was like, and I wrote on a piece of paper, I said, "That means thank you?" And he's like, "Yes." And he shook his head and he said, "It means thank you." I was like, "Cool." So I learned something. So as time went on, I wouldn't try to talk to him, but I would write things down and questions and stuff that I wanted to thank you very much, PJ. I'm sure she appreciates it. Um, the I learned different things. So I said, okay, if I want to call somebody now, excuse my language, guys. I hope I don't get banned or knocked off for this. If I want to call somebody a bitch, how do you say bitch? He said, I was like, huh? And he showed me again. So I learned some things. And like, I love you, or see, it's I love you. And there's different things that I wanted to learn. And McKinnon, this lady that I'm talking about, um, she teaches you little phrases and different things like mother or mama, and then daddy or granddaddy, or not granddaddy, I'm sorry, daddy or father. If you want to say grandmother, you do grandmother and you do it twice. Same thing with granddaddy. It's the same thing. It's just you do this, then you do two or three, whatever, to do the grandparent. And I've learned different things watching her. Um, and it is absolutely amazing the attitude that she has, the smile that she has, even though part of her face is still partially paralyzed. Um, and then now she is to be scheduled for another brain surgery. I believe this time they are going to work on the other side of her brain. Um, And she's a little worried because her normal brain surgeons, one is retiring and one is going away to somewhere else. So she has to find a new neurosurgeon. Um, that is something that I understand. Like I said, my wife has several doctors, including a spine surgeon and kidney surgeon and urologist and oncologist and cancer doctors and pain doctors and everything else. But anyway, her name is McKinnon Galloway, and it's McKinnongalloway. I really, really hope she sees this tonight. I was watching one of her reels or videos that she does. I don't remember if it was on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or somewhere I saw her. Um, and it does not tell me, 'cause I end up sending it to my email. This is something that she wrote herself. Like I said, guys, I'm not really political. Um, I will get right back to you on that, Laza. Just give me a second. Um, I'm not really a political type person. Um, and this is sort of political, but it's not political. It's talking about society today. What we are going to do right now, 'cause I need to go use the bathroom. One or two things. I'm either going to go use the bathroom or I'm going to show a video. um, I will be back in just a couple of seconds, guys. And we're going to do Monday Night Memories, and we're going to pick it right back up talking about McKinnon Galloway. And I am not going to forget. I'll be right back, guys.
I found a program stuck back in my drawer. It was faded, it was torn. I couldn't wait till I looked inside. Some are gone, some are still alive. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jerry Lawler, he's the king. Austin Idol, superstar Dundee. Handsome Jimmy, he's so cool. Jimmy Hart acted like a silly fool. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jackie Fargo said, "Put up your dukes." The girls thought the fabulous ones were cute. Sputnik Monroe, Don and Al Green, the Gilberts and the Funks, I thought they were so mean. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you.
All right, guys, we are back once again. It is one of them things where, excuse me, yes, I'm drinking beer. um, I was looking for my breaking news thing. There it is. Um, oh Lord, I'm not going to do the breaking news segment thing, but I am going to make a comment real quick. For those of you out there, we're going to get back to McKinnon here in just a second. I promise you. Um, I'm going to read something that she wrote. Is somewhat of a poem, um, and it's called "A Nation Divided," and it is by McKinnon. But anyway, we're going to tell this news real quick. For those of you that have not seen it yet, if you have been on the internet, trust me, you probably have. Um, WWE is in conjunction or in collaboration. I'm not real sure the word I'm looking for with TNA Wrestling, which is the one company that Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Jarrett, his dad, started. Um, they are going to be swapping talent back and forth um, from NXT to TNA. Some of the TNA talent will be going to NXT. So they're sort of working together, so to speak, um, and swapping talent back and forth. And I think that's a really, really good idea for the guys. Plus, it's good for NXT. Plus, it's good for TNA to have fresh talent. So that works. That was all on that. I was going to do the breaking news thing, but I I changed my mind. Okay, we are going to get back into McKinnon. I'm sorry. We are going to get back to talking about McKinnon. All right. Uh, don't be funny, guys. Let me get to my comments real quick before I do this. Um, PJ makes a comment. She's over in Thailand. She says she wants to learn sign language too. Yes, PJ, you can. If you follow McKinnon and if it's on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or just about any app that is popular, she's on. I had a whole list, but I don't have it with me. If you go to the Facebook page, McKinnon Galloway, right now she has 3,500 likes, 25,000 followers. If you go down to the intro part, right down below her picture on the left hand side, it says education website. It has her email and it has her Instagram. It has her link tree, McKinnon Galloway. And I think the link tree thing has other links in it as well. I'm not sure. I haven't actually clicked on all the stuff. Um, this is let me do this before I read this. Um, I'm gonna share screen, guys. Um, this is her 100% share screen. I'm gonna go Facebook and I'm gonna hit share. Okay, there she is. Now, what I've got to do is click on this and maximize it if I can.
The situation's complicated,
Just give me a
and
second, guys. I'm trying to figure this
I
out.
woke up today and I
There
went
we
to
go.
my portal and I found out that one of my neurosurgeons is retiring. And my other neurosurgeon is leaving the practice. And, you know, people sit there and say it's not like brain surgery. It is like brain surgery. I mean, you have to trust these people with your life. And the one that's retiring, I mean, I'm so close to it that, I mean, I have his number. Like, you just have to trust these people with your life. Like, and I don't care what anyone says. Like, and you know your neurosurgeon, you have a good relationship with your neurosurgeon, you're not just another number. And there's been so many times this guy saved my life. I'm just, the situation's complicated, and I probably have a lot of emotions because I'm starting chemo, but it's just, now I gotta shop around for another neurosurgery today. It just feels not fair, and like I know life isn't fair. Just, as strong as a person had to be. I woke up today and I went to my
All right,
portal
guys,
and I
right
found
there.
out that
We're going to stop that and bring me back on as soon as I can find it. Take her off. There we go. That is McKinnon. Like I said, she is deaf. Um, she lost her hearing and stuff when she was a child, or shortly in young teenager age. Um, that is something that is amazing. This is the worst I have ever seen her. There are other videos and stuff I can show. I love her laugh. She is absolutely amazing, to say the least. Let me. I got to go back up. Go back. Go back to her page. And I'm gonna close that one out. Let me find one where she's funny. Um, there's a bunch. There's a bunch that's funny. Um, she does little short reels and different things. I haven't seen that one, so I don't have no idea what that is. Um, okay, there's the one with the helmet. I've seen that one. Trying to find something. I'm trying to find one with a dog because that sort of fits in with everything else. With Vicky and Luna and part of my life. Um, God, she's got so many videos. It is so amazing. I don't know if this is the video or not. Okay, it is. Okay. Let me go back and share screen again. This is the type of lady that I see when I think about her and the site will be able to see. Okay, I'm trying to read my warnings up here to make sure I ain't messing up and going to get fined for it or some crap. Um, okay, I guess y'all can still hear me. I guess. I guess so because my little light's still green. This is her and her dog. Um, and it is somewhat of her support dog, so to speak. Those of you that have been following me know my Luna. I had to have her put down a little over a year ago. She stayed with Vicky for the last year that she was alive. After Vicky had her brain surgery, or not brain surgery, back surgery, and all that with the tumor in her back. So this is when I saw this, first thing I thought about was Luna. So here it is, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Now, this is her probably normal. Sometimes she's more funny than this. This one is not real funny, but it is understandable. So you sort of relate where I'm coming from. So here it is, guys.
thank you. Say hello. We call her Peanut, but lately she's been a little bit of a sweet potato. This is the dog that never stops talking. She gets it from her mom. She's a gift that keeps on giving. So she's my emotional support dog with all my medical stuff that I go through. Thank you. With all my medical stuff that I go through, I don't really put my emotions on her because I kind of feel like dogs really feed off that, and it's really hard on them. So she's just more of my support dog that I go to. The guys, she never leaves me when I get chemo or I have brain surgeries or radiation. She literally is always in bed with me. Like, she won't leave my side. Like, she refuses. She always lets me know when something's at the door. If it's a leaf or a package or even bit. She's great. I love her with my whole heart. She's 9, can you believe that? But I love her with my whole heart, and she's great. So yes, this is the dog that is always barking in the background, but we love her for it anyways. This is Ellie.
All right, guys, right there you see it. That is beautiful, McKinnon. Um, and I relate to that as far as animals go. Um, of course, y'all already know the story on all that. You know, Luna went down and her rear end quit working, and Vicky just had back surgery, and the vet and everything told me that there was something in her spine, this, that, and the other. She had to have an MRI, and that's just as expensive as a human. It's not cheap by any means. So anyway, I am hoping to do McKinnon proud. Hopefully, she'll get to see this. If not, I will. If she does contact me and is able, I am going to have her on as a guest and have her read it herself. Like I said, she is deaf. You can still understand, when she speaks and everything. Um, she can't hear music. She has a special vest that she puts on. That's one of her videos. Very intelligent lady, very knowledgeable. Teaches sign language and has probably the best outlook on life out of anybody I have ever seen. Uh, my wife has a good outlook, but not as good as McKinnon. Um, she's fixing to go through a fifth brain surgery. This time on the other side, I believe. Um, don't know if her hearing will ever come back. Probably won't. It's been like this for several years. Um, but she is an absolutely fantastic lady. Those of you out there, guys, whatever app you're on, whatever social media you're on, look up McKinnon Galloway and follow her. Like it, share, do everything you possibly can. She is a very, very special lady. Um, she wrote a poem, and this is the whole point of the show tonight. I've got it right here in front of me. Um, and it's called A Nation Divided. Like I said, I normally do not do anything that's political. Um, this is not really political to me. It was more about the way society is, and the things that we go through on a day to day basis. When you think your world is falling apart and somebody's being ugly to you, or whatever the case may be, you don't know what that person's going through. You don't know what their experience is. So when I found this and I saw the post, I immediately copied it and sent it to my email, and then I reprinted it. And I'm hoping, I'm hoping I got all of it. I would absolutely love for her to come on and actually read it herself. I would love to have an interview with her. And um, oh my God, the problem I have is Restream, the program that I use, does not do captions as we speak. Now she might be able to have a second screen or something, or maybe have her husband, translate. But there's going to be a delay no matter which way we do it. Don't remember if it was YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. I think it was TikTok. It's like a 15-second delay, so it would take a lot of work and a lot of time. Of me sitting there going, and I don't want to do that. I would much rather have. A matter of fact, I'm gonna contact Restream probably tomorrow or maybe Saturday, and send them an email and ask them if they have a way to put a button or something in where, like the chat overlay, I can click a button and the chat comes up. Everybody can see it. I would like to be able to click a button and have automatically come up on the Restream program. I know it comes up. I know I can set my YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. I know I can set the captions on it. But if you're on the program, because when I send her the link, she's on the program. She's not on the other stuff. And if she is on the other stuff, then I would have to wait 15 seconds or so, 10 seconds, whatever it takes for her to be able to read it and then respond. So it wouldn't be what I want. I want Restream to be able to do the captions and closed caption and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, um, McKinnon says, I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. A Nation Divided by McKinnon. I'm sick of this hate. I'm tired of this fight. A country divided, wrong or right. Is this what they dreamed when they signed their names? A nation of blame, stuck in its shame. Books are banned, truths torn apart, history silenced, lessons depart. Voices ignored, drowned in the noise, rights reduced to political ploys. Would Jefferson weep? Would Lincoln despair? Would they see unity or find us unfair? This land they built on freedom's ground now echoes with anger, a deafening sound. Go back to how it used to be, they say. But who decides what's the right way? For those of us now left behind, a world of exclusion isn't kind. I've seen both sides. I've lived the pain. The world once mine is not the same. I know the ache of being unheard, of asking for help and receiving harsh words. You're too much. It's a bother. Just move along. But needing support doesn't make me wrong. Accommodations aren't favors or charities thrown. They're the keys to a life that's fully my own. When disaster strikes and lives are at stake, why argue over what tools we should take? Sign language saves lives. It's not just a show. It ensures that everyone knows where to go. But here we are at this moment in time, fighting each other instead of climbing. Walls built higher, compassion runs thin. When will the healing finally begin? I don't know who you are, the one who complains, but I know what it's like to live with disdain. I won't question your life. It's not my lane, but this is mine. I know the strain. If you could walk in my shoes for a day, feel the silence, the barriers, the fray, maybe you'd see the world anew. The kindness is strength, and it starts with you. Together we rise, or divided we fall. It's not just my fight, it's a fight for us all. So lower the anger and soften the flame, because unity is more than just a name. We're stronger together. This much is clear. The future we need is already near. It's not about winners or who rights or wrong. It's about building a place where we all belong. Let's honor the dream they started back then and build up this nation united again. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Uh, Probably stands for every country in the world. Um, I know there are problems everywhere. Um, however, when I read that, I'm going to get to your comments here in just a second, Liza. Um, it really touched base. I'm not a political person, but I do understand where she's coming from. Um, talking about the history and stuff being erased and so forth. Um, and I have to agree. I mean, it is ridiculous the way things have gotten. Um, but thank you very much, Liza. Thank you, PJ. Um, I would absolutely love for McKinnon to come on and actually read that herself. For everybody to know her background, that would mean a lot to me. However, you can watch and the YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and or X or whatever you want to call it. She's on a whole lot of social media. Like, subscribe, share, whatever, follow. Um, it is one of them things where she is an inspirational. Um, 100%. When I saw that poem, it I've read it. I don't know how many times, but it touched home. I've talked in the past about the way society is today, and how things have changed and how everything's different. And there's been songs made, like "When Did I Get Old?" and different things that over time things change. And they do. I mean, same thing like with the wrestling world. Perfect example. Who would have ever thought WWE would go in conjunction with their competition, which is TNA or AEW or whatever. Uh, they haven't reached out, I don't think, to AEW, but they have signed people that, matter of fact, there was one guy that's got a mask and white paint on his face. I don't remember, I don't know his name, but he just signed with WWE. I saw a video today about it, and I was like, that's things change. Um, I'm old school when it comes to wrestling and different things. Same thing like with McKinnon and different things. Yeah, things change, but always try to treat everybody the way you want to get treated. When things are bad, try to look at the positive sides. That's what McKinnon does. I love her laugh. I mean, I absolutely love it. Um, she is an inspiration. If you're feeling down or something, guys, watch her videos. I mean, she teaches sign language and different things like mama and daddy and grandpa and all that kind of stuff. Um, and like love, wait, get my fingers right. Love, and then happy, and I just a whole bunch of different things. Um, it is absolutely amazing. Like I said, guys, her name is McKinnon Galloway. Follow her, like her, subscribe. No matter what it is, she's just about on damn near every app. Maybe not all apps, but she's on quite a few of them. Um, and I'm hoping she'll get in contact with me sometime this week or maybe this weekend, and I can get her on my program because we can talk offline and try to get everything figured out and worked out and try to get everything done. Um, if she don't, that's fine. I understand she's going through some issues right now, and it's not no big deal. It may be a couple of weeks, maybe a month, maybe 6 months. I don't know, but I do know I am wanting to have her on this search, this podcast. Now we're going to get into our comments. We're going to get off McKinnon and try to do something else. um, let's back up and let's see. PJ said she wanted to learn sign language too. Okay, now Laza came up. He said the only one I know in sign language, not sure if it's legitimate, but was what we were taught growing up by other people my age is can you please fuck off? Not the nicest thing to know. I don't know. I haven't asked her. That will be something I will I will ask. And I'm sure she probably knows. Like I said, this is bitch. This is thank you and mama and daddy and grandpa and grandma and happy and Santa Claus or Santa Claus. I mean, like I said, there's been different things that I've learned, and she is absolutely amazing, guys. After watch her, enjoy, learn. She also gives you links and stuff. PJ was talking about she wanted to learn how to do sign language and stuff. If you watch some of the videos, she adds links down below. And some of them are teachers that actually teach sign language, and there's like several different steps and different things that you can follow. So that part is interesting. I have not clicked on any of them yet, but I probably will before it's all over. Laws, I made a comment. Been drinking too much coffee, so may have to pee soon. You can go pee, man. I don't mind. I just whip it out right there and piss in the floor. I don't care. Piss in the bucket. That's what my grandmother used to do long time ago. It's called a pea pot. Uh, she didn't have electricity. She had kerosene lamps, and her outhouse was out back. And she had a great big ass, what we call stock pots, in the kitchen with a cover on it. It was white. I do remember that. And in the middle of the night, she had to use the bathroom. That's where she would go. And then in the morning time, she'd take it and go out in the yard and dump it or whatever and wash it out and then put it back. But yeah, I've been in the country too. Trust me. You got to go. You got to go. Matter of fact, I carry a roll of toilet paper in my truck. I know how to strap a belt around a damn tree and lean back. Trust me, I have survival skills. When you got to go, you got to go. But anyway, uh, I also made the comment. He said, been enjoying the NXT and TNA relationship so far. Well, I guess you already know about it then. I just happened to see it, I think, today. Um, I just happened to be fumbling through apps and shit. Laws also made the comment. He said, "Is if she is good with video editing stuff like that, ask her if she has any ideas of how to do it through Restream with subtitles." I am gonna ask her that. Like I said, I'm waiting for her to contact me back. I've sent her a couple of messages on different apps and stuff that I'm following her on. So we're going to try to work that out and figure out the best route to go when she's able to. Right now, like I said, she's sort of upset because her neurologist is retiring and the other one's quitting the practice and so forth. So I do know my YouTube and Instagram and whatever the hell else it is I'm on, um, TikTok. I have the captions on. So, and there's like a 15-second delay or whatever on TikTok. I'm not sure about YouTube. But the way I'm doing it right now, I don't see the captions. I want to be able to, if I have a guest on, I want to be able to see what they're saying as well as them being able to see what I'm saying on the same screen where you don't have to go to an external screen and try to follow where you have that 15-20 second delay. That's what I'm shooting for. And I am going to contact Restream about it. I guarantee you. Um, anyway, Lazo says, beautiful words. Thank you very much, Lazo. It's not me, it is McKinnon. PJ does the hands praying. Thank you very much. Laza also made a comment, or WWE working, or WWF working with USWA, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and ECW. They also worked with Randy Hills and Power Pro. If you remember correctly, Kurt Angle and Draws and I can't remember the other guy's name. He ended up being the Pearson guy in WWE. Um, God, there were so many that came through here that worked with Randy. as well as USWA and Smoky Mountain and all that. Uh, we were sort of the training ground for the rookies that were trying to get better. Same thing like with The Rock. He came down through here, and his daddy came down through here. I knew both of them. I knew his daddy more than I knew him. And OVW, as Laza says. Yes, OVW is still part of it, I guarantee you. Um, especially with Al Snow being up there. The thing is there is so much that transpired back in the days um, with WWE or WWF at the time, USWA, Smoky Mountain, Power Pro, and Lord knows who else they had across the country. But the problem is they had so many people wanting to train and do things, and once they got to a certain level, they had to go experience live TV. They had to experience interviews. They had to experience, putting somebody over or taking the belt or getting their own personality. So yeah, same thing like with The Rock when he was here as Flex Cabana. Um, he sort of had the it factor, sort of. Wasn't polished by any means, but he was trying. And a lot of that Prince Albert. That's who I'm thinking about. Matt Bloom. You're absolutely right, Laza. Um, the thing is nobody. Same thing like with Stone Cold. He came through here too as stunning Steve Austin. And I don't remember the valet he had with him. But anyway, the thing is he came down through here too. He had long blonde hair, and I mean, great looking guy. And then after he shaved his head and shit, I mean, it took off. I mean, that was the thing to have a shaved head. Looked like Stone Cold. Um, my mother-in-law, matter of fact, talking about speaking of looking like other people. She says I look like Keith Urban when I shave a little bit and I get my shit just right, my hair's done right. I look like Keith Urban, which I don't think so, but I ain't gonna argue. I've had people come up to me and want my autograph, thinking I'm some country singer or some shit, and I'm like, "Who? You think I'm who?" And they'll say, "Well, we think you're Keith Urban." I'm like, well, "How did you spot me out of all these people?" And, "Oh, can we have your autograph?" I said, "Sure." I signed it, Keith Urban. Best wishes. Uh, which I find absolutely hilarious because then they go back and tell their loved ones or their family or relatives or friends or whatever. Oh my God, you ain't gonna believe this. Keith Urban was in Walmart and this, that, and the other, and it's nowhere near true. Maybe that was mean of me, but that's what I do. I find it funny. I have had that happen like twice. Uh, Laza made the comment a while ago. I already confirmed this. He said Prince Albert, Matt Bloom, actually penis piercing. Yes, um, that's what they call him in the attitude area. Yes, Prince Albert is the piercing. And yes, he did have one, as well as all of his ears and his nipples and whatever the hell else he had pierced beside that. Um, really, I did not know that. Uh, Keith Urban is a fellow Aussie. I did not know that. I love Keith Urban. He does some really really good songs. Laza made the comment and said, "Didn't Matt Bloom wrestle as Baldo in Power Pro?" Yes, he did. That's where I met him. Matter of fact, um, he said, "Laza makes comments. I think you look like Chris Christopherson right now. I do because of my beard." Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment, mate. I like Chris Christopherson. He does good music. Wrote a ton of songs for various artists and stuff like Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, and I mean Chris Christopherson is very very talented. So I take that as a compliment. Thank you. Um, but anyway, like I said, guys, if you get the chance, go out and follow McKinnon Galloway. She is on a whole lot of social media. That's hard for me to say. My my teeth are getting in the way. My eye teeth are getting in the way. I couldn't see what I was saying. I'm sorry. Yes, Willie Nelson. I think I made that comment. He wrote a lot of good songs for Willie Nelson, matter of fact, and Johnny Cash, and the group that they were the Highwaymen. He wrote a whole lot of great music. Um, I love the Highwaymen too. Matter of fact, I have a LP, old LP, 78, um, of, I want to say it's Marty Robbins, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not got anything to do with Bruce Christopherson, I don't think. But it is a song that I came across on YouTube or something when I was watching all the videos and music videos and crap. Um, and I'd never heard it before. I'd never heard the title, didn't even know who the hell it was by. And I went down and looked at my album, and that is one of the songs that never made it to like the top 10 or top 100 even. But it made it come back, and somebody started liking it, and that song is like number one. But I have the original that was done like back in 1949 or 52, something like that. The original song is on vinyl. So I thought that was pretty cool. Uh, I like music. I like inspirational things like McKinnon, for instance. And there's other people that I watch and that I'm subscribed to. If you have not subscribed to my Facebook page, I think this is still the link. I'm going to throw it up on the bottom of the screen. This is the new Wayne's World. I have 15 followers. I need 100 in order to get back on Facebook again. Anything that you may want to ask me, you can email me at gregwayne1@hotmail.com. Please do. Same thing if McKinnon's watching. Write this down and email me because I do want to talk to you. I would absolutely love to have her on the show. Again, this is the Facebook page. It is facebook.com/profile.php !ID equals 615-671-4911-3378. Screenshot it. Do whatever you got to do. Email again, gregwayne1@hotmail.com. All right, guys, we are fixing to get ready to get out of here. I hope everybody out there enjoyed it. I hope you follow McKinnon. Please do. Don't forget about Randy Hills on Monday nights, Tuesdays, and any other damn time he decides to do Randy Hill's show. Also, don't forget about Net Pro Studios, bookings for downtown Bruno. You go through Net Pro Studios. You talk to Dan Matthews. He is the one that is agent and handles all that kind of stuff, guys. We are fixing to get out of here, guys. Hope everybody out there enjoyed it. I've got to get up earlier again tomorrow morning and go back to work. Hope everybody out there is having a great weekend. Hope you had a great day today. Always remember, guys, be kind. You never know what somebody else is going through. Same thing with McKinnon and same thing with me or you or anybody else. Be sure you stay kind and respectful, guys. It is one of them things where you just don't know what somebody's going through. They can snap just like that and freaking lose their mind. So best thing to do is just somebody's being ugly to you. Have a good day, guys. That's the way it works. And walk away, preferably fast. Anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. PJ over in Thailand and Laza over in Australia. Thank you very much, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see y'all again next Thursday night for another edition of Wayne's World. This is Greg Wayne saying so long, everybody.